Right, thanks, Jeff. These people out here have been yelling, throw the bill, throw the bill. So you did, and I'm glad for it. Let's go over here to this man right here. Last year was pretty sweet. What about this year?
This year is just magnificent. Just bravo for the Braves.
Better? What do you think?
More exciting. It's more exciting. Smoltz is the baddest man. It's bad. Number one.
Hey, bring on Guzman, bring on Cone, bring on anybody. We're going to take them. What about yourself? Is this the most dramatic thing that's ever happened in Atlanta?
Wonderful. I never thought they'd win. It's wonderful. Braves are number one. Yeah.
All right, you know what? I want to show you something. This man right here already has a shirt that says 92 National League champions. Where did you get that shirt?
You gotta believe.
How did you get it so quick?
You gotta believe.
Luck. Did you have this thing printed up, or did somebody have it out here selling it?
I got connections.
You gotta believe.
Well, you got him a shirt. He's got him a very special shirt. Let's go back to the studio now. Brenda and John, it is crazy down here. We'll be back for more in just a little while.
All right, it's been pretty crazy here, too, at the television station. We'll check back with you later. Atlanta's going to wake up tomorrow morning with one collective sore throat from all the screaming. Thanks, Bill.
That may be the biggest party in town, but it's certainly not the only one. The celebration is on all over the city as fans celebrate the Braves' dramatic come-from-behind win tonight. Let's check out Jim Kazurski, who's checking out the party in Buckhead. Jim?
John, obviously, I can't hear anything more he's got to say. Pandemonium has broken out here in Buckhead on Peachtree Street. We are surrounded by hundreds of people. I don't know if you can see over their heads, but Peachtree Street is lined with cars in both directions. Across the street, there's a big advertising sign. There are dozens of people on it. There are hundreds of people running up and down the street here in Buckhead tonight. I don't know where they came from, because in the 8th inning, it was a fairly subdued crowd here at the $3 Cafe on Peachtree Street. But as it looked like the Braves might win, a cop came up to me and he said, look, if they win, I'm leaving. And as much as this crowd has grown here, I wish you'd taken me with me. However, they were having a great time here. And I want to tell you, the crowd here at $3 Cafe stuck with this ball club all the way through, never losing faith that they were going to be able to pull it out. I don't know if they've got the videotape ready, but cameraman Frankie Bolden was focused on the TV screen here as the $3 Cafe people were watching. And here's what happened when it went off. I mean, this is the same crowd now that's behind me that was at the $3 Cafe. We talked to many of them all night long. They said, keep faith. We're not going to give up hope. They just went absolutely bananas. The people in the street were not visible here until within 10 minutes after the ball game. I don't know where they've come from, because they all weren't here at the $3 Cafe. But we are just in a crush of people now. And one thing that's better here this year than last is the police have set up guardrails to keep people off of the streets. Yeah! But wait a minute. All of you people are not Braves fans. You just wanted to come out to party, right? No. All right, I'll tell you what. The party's just getting started. And I'll tell you what we're going to have to do to get things back under control here. Just go back to the station. Let the police get things under control here, and we'll come back and let you know.
I won't even try talking to you, Jim.
Channel 5 Eyewitness News reporting live from Buckhead.
Jim's not only going to have trouble talking tomorrow, he's going to have trouble hearing.
I think so.
That.
It's been challenged. Well, so what's next with the Atlanta Braves take on the Toronto Blue Jays in the World Series? You can see Game 1 Saturday night right here on Channel 5. Our coverage begins at 7:30 Saturday evening, and we've got much more coverage ahead.
And what's next for us? Our continuing live coverage of the World Series bound Atlanta Braves. Just when it looked like there would be no tomorrow for the Braves, 9th inning, bottom of the 9th, 3 runs, they win. Jeff Hollinger back in the locker room.
Jeff?
Hey, I'm live here with Marvin Freeman, who is holding the National League Championship trophy. Rock that baby, would you?
It's just wet and damp, and it's gonna be all right. Let me get that out of here. Oh yeah. Oh.
Is there anything sweeter than the beer and the trophy combined?
Oh, man. Probably that.
All right, Marvin, thanks a lot. We'll let you dry off for a while. Are you all right? Okay. Greg, we're live here on Channel 5.
I was just live a second ago with this.
I saw guys rubbing your cast for good luck. Is that something that's new?
Might buy like you said. We stink. We got to do something. We got in a position, buy like he rubbed his skin off his hand. It didn't matter. You know, we were having fun. We did something. We went back. Let's say, okay, let's go back to when you were in 6th grade, get the bases drunk, 2 outs, you're losing 2-1. I mean, that's the only things you dream about.
Well, I think there's something brand new here before the World Series. Everybody is going to touch your cast the way that they touched that rock at Clemson before a football game.
I think it's similar. I really do. Worst thing about it's coming up Monday, and they can't keep it on me because it's bugging the heck out of me. But maybe I'll have my mother-in-law paint another tomahawk on my new cast. It's going to be a little one, so we're going to have to get a smaller tomahawk, but it doesn't matter. If we get another one on there, we'll rub that one.
So tomahawks on casts are indeed good luck. They are.
And they're in. They're in this year.
That's right. Very fashionably correct. Greg Olson, congratulations on a great season. We'll see you in Toronto. All right, back to the studio. John and Brenda, I think that's probably going to about do it for me. What a remarkable night this has been. Just when it looked like the Braves were ready for a standing 8 count there in the 9th inning, they come back behind. Reporting from, come here, Stanton. I know that's you. John and Brenda, back to you. Good night, Mike Stanton.
Good night, Atlanta.
Good night, Mike. Thanks, Jeff.
Right. Boy, Jeff's having a hard time staying dry. I think that's a futile cause at this
He'll dry
point.
out in a couple of days.
We'll have more live team coverage of the Atlanta Braves' miraculous win tonight. The fans still going crazy. We'll be back in a moment. We're going back out to Buckhead, where a reporter named Jim Kuzurski is trying desperately to be heard above the crowd. Jim?
Once again, I didn't hear what you said, but I kind of feel like the traffic, it is jammed now in both directions on Peachtree Street. And of course, we've got a jam-up crowd here. Now, some of these, Debbie Chrysler here is waving a ticket. Now, Debbie, you were in the stadium.
I was in the stadium and I'm going to Toronto.
What are you going to do with this ticket you got here?
I am going to frame it.
Now, wait a minute. Did you leave the game early?
Heck no!
You did. You stayed
I
for the whole
did it
way.
all the way.
How come you came here?
To party!
Once again, we're going to lose control of the situation here. The policemen are doing the best job they can, but we're literally being crushed here. I'm going to beg off and say, come back to us when we've got less of a hassle. We'll see in a couple minutes.
All right, you've done a good job. You've got a good job so far, Jim Kuzurski. Stay safe is probably the best words I can say for him.
There is some other news of the day, and we'll be back with that in just a moment. How many ways can you say it? The Braves, absolutely terrific.
I know it. I don't believe what my eyes have seen tonight, but it's true, and I sure am enjoying it. Bill?
Thanks very much, Brenda. I got a pretty good crowd still here at the stadium. At what time is it? Oh, about almost 1 o'clock. They are still so excited because this was the most improbable comeback you can imagine. Braves beating the Pirates 3-2, bottom of the 9th, to go to the World Series for the 2nd straight year. Let me show you how it happened. It starts, we're sad. Here we are in the Pirates locker room. They have just lost their chance to go to the World Series. A sad, sad locker room.
I just wanted to throw strikes in that point and throw my fastball. I have confidence to throw strikes with, and that's what I live and die with all year, so that's what I went with.
What was your concentration like with that atmosphere and that pressure? 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, that's what I said. I mean, there's probably not one of you guys in here that want to be in that situation, but I did, and I was handling it well up to that point. And you know, I made the pitch I wanted to make, and he got me, and you know, it just, you know, I've been on the end where, you know, we've clinched it and been on the hill, and you know, I've been on this end now, and I don't like this end, but.
You got to have a winner, you got to have a loser. Those were the losers. Jeff Hollinger has joined me, and the hair looks great after all that champagne. Those guys were just crazy in the locker room.
Bill, I have to tell you, we have been in a lot of clubhouses, victorious clubhouses over the last year, but I don't think I've ever been in one quite as wild as tonight. I also happen to think that it's the best baseball game that I've ever seen in terms of pure theater, in terms of drama, in terms of a game that just seemed lost for the Braves, only to come back with all of the dramatics and all of the theatrics in the bottom of the ninth. It is a moment that is almost impossible to describe the sorts of feelings as an Atlantan as you were watching this club scratch and claw trying to get back in this game, particularly with the way that Doug Drabeck was pitching.
You know, it's hard to believe that Francisco Cabrera is up there at bat. He's never batted. I don't not think he's ever batted in playoff competition. The man gets a base hit. He is the most improbable hero in that locker room.
There were a couple of people from his native Dominican Republic who came up to me and said, Jeff, make sure that when you talk to everybody, say that the Hispanic community of Atlanta is so proud of Francisco Cabrera tonight. And I think that goes for all of the metropolitan area.
Now, a couple of the other people you talked to, Bobby Cox, for one, I thought at one point he might come to tears. He was very emotional.
Bobby said, as you heard probably 15 or 20 minutes ago, he said it was the greatest moment of his career. And we're talking about a guy who's been in some pretty big games as a player and also as a manager. So well, it's on to the World Series, and what a great week and a half it's gonna be.
Which begins here on Saturday. 8 o'clock is the coverage time on Saturday night, and then Sunday here, and then they go to Toronto for 3 games. Right. First World Series across the border.
Right.
And a 7:30 special on Saturday night before the game. I can't wait to do that.
I can't wait either.
You know, we've done so many specials that I thought it's over. I don't think we're going to have another special this year.
I have to tell you, for one brief moment, I really was a non-believer tonight. I didn't think it was going to happen. I was standing next to Evander Holyfield watching the game down outside of the clubhouse. Right. And Holyfield seemed to feel that same way, that, you know, they had a heck of a run, and he was as emotional as everybody else.
What a great series. It's 7 games. I mean, that's what the Braves do when they go to the playoffs. I want to show you how the Toronto Blue Jays made it into the World Series to meet the Atlanta. Going to win. We're now talking World Series. We're not talking National League Championship.
Oh, the Braves are going to take it all the way. I mean, this is what it's all about. It goes down to 7 games, the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, and you get three runs in the bottom of the ninth. That's unbelievable.
I heard a Blue Jay over here. Who said Blue Jays are good?
Look out, Blue Jays.
Look out, Blue Jays.
We are coming on.
All right.
Braves, absolutely, all the way. Braves.
Was that the most exciting baseball game you've ever?
What else could you ask for?
It doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't.
What a great night. What a great night here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. John and Brenda, we will be home late tonight, okay?
All right, and a late wake-up call for you guys, too. As for that series-long question, do you believe? Oh, yeah.
Yes. You've got to believe now. Okay, that's it for this late evening, early morning, extended Braves victory edition of Eyewitness News. For Jeff Hollinger, Bill Hartman, Ken Cook, and the rest of the Eyewitness News team, I'm John Marler.
And I'm Brenda Wood. Thanks for making Channel 5 your choice for news tonight. As for the Braves, oh, what a night.
Channel 5 Eyewitness News is brought to you by your Georgia Nissan dealer and by WPCH, your morning wake-up station.
Now, they said no more tickets, but we still hope. We're going to sit here and see.
We got programs, we got yearbooks, we got seat cushions. Going too fast for my own self here, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing?